So you've seen us go through a lot of projects here on the homestead, from attempting to build a porch, making ourselves a gravel driveway and walkway, lots of wiring through the basement, things like that. We generally try to pick a project each week, and we encourage you to go back and see what we've done so far. This week's going to be a little different because Brian's got to start a big boy job, a real job, and so we're a little pressed for time. So I'll be starting on moving the fern in the front yard here today, and he's going to be working on Jimmy Johnson here so that we have two vehicles while you're at work.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's see how this goes. There are a lot of ferns here. I'm hoping that means I have a greater chance of some of them surviving. So these are the ferns. In the summer, this thing is just one gigantic fern from side to side, and it goes out, I mean, as far as you can see where the brown leaves are, it goes out that far. It really impedes visibility here at this intersection, which is already a pretty dangerous intersection. So it'll be a good thing to have it moved. Kaylin, Brian's mom, took several, planted them in a couple different spots at her house. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that the first time I saw ferns growing wild here in Pennsylvania, I was a little taken aback. I'd only ever seen them as house plants that you buy at the store before. So when I saw them growing in the wild, I was like, oh, it's like it didn't even occur to me that those things just grow in nature. It's pretty weird because you do not find ferns in the wild in Texas, that's for sure. Pretty cool looking though, huh? All right, enough procrastinating. I'm gonna see if I can actually do this. I may need to get a knife or something. The roots on these ferns are so compacted and overgrown together that they're very woody. If you can see this is a chunk we cut off from before. But it's very, see, I mean, it's, whoa! Oh, those are just really pulleys. It scared me. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy how dense it all is. So this is what I'm trying to cut through with just that spade. Got my work cut out for me. Oh, I have to try not to land on any of the other ferns. Oh no, I landed on it. I'm sorry, fern baby. Oh, yep. This is not gonna go well. All right. Yeah, you can see right there. It's like a tree branch or tree root. All right, well, there's one. Okay, this one I'm actually getting out much easier. I think Jack must have stepped on that. Poor thing. All right, see? Kind of feel where the edge of the root ball is on this one. There's 2 and 3 and 4. All right, I found another plant here. Gray dogwood. Well, yeah, I'd love to keep a dogwood. I've been saying I want one. So maybe now I've got one. It is growing in amongst these rocks, gravel of the foundation. So digging it out is certainly going to be a chore. I should probably be throwing these back this way. This is a lilac that Brian's mom and his uncle said have been here forever, probably at least as long as the fern. And it's one that I'd really like to transplant too. Everybody tells me I can just take cuttings, which I will. I mean, as much of that as I can get out of there whole, the better. There's a lot in there though, so I don't know. ADD brain. Supposed to be cutting out fern. But I had been distracted. I can't, I mean, it's just cement right there. Well, it looks like I did cut off the root a little. Oh yeah, yep. Okay, so this is a dogwood.
Okay. That's a dumb dog.
And this is dogwood. Dogwood.
Yes.
First of all, can I say I love you that you just said, okay, not how do you know that's a dogwood?
Did you use your phone up?
Yeah, I did. Okay.
I wouldn't have thought about it until you pointed it out. I just thought you knew what it was.
So this is dogwood. I think this is the white flowering trees that I've been seeing everywhere that I've been saying I want to have for next year. It was growing in the very corner of the porch. Like I couldn't even get dirt out around it, and I ended up having to cut the roots a little bit because it's just growing in gravel.
Okay.
Anyway, so I want to try to save it. So I'm going to put it in the ground right now since it has nothing.
Okay.
Where would you think would be a good place to put it?
I don't.
Maybe like out by the road?
How big do they get? Like that? What?
Well, that one's pretty small, but I think they get like full-size trees. See the one over there through the field?
Okay.
They're not a huge tree, but they're not small.
Maybe, I don't know, I was going to say maybe down by like the cinder block
Okay.
pile, or I don't know.
Okay. Well, thanks for your help. Yeah, totally.
Okay, well here. What's wrong with this?
That is not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Well, help me.
Okay. That.
It's this.
It's that. Did it help?
So much. Not as much as I helped you.
I didn't want to plant it over by the cinder blocks. It's really far down there. It occurred to me, perhaps, I could do like a little memorial tree for socks here. The orchard's back behind me, but I can keep it far enough away from these trees that it shouldn't hinder anything. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, well, she's still got her cross, but I'm gonna bury it pretty far down in there so that the roots have a lot to attach to. It's certainly a lot healthier of a spot than where it came from. I mean, surely if it could survive that gravelly, no dirt having spot, I mean, surely this will work nicely for it. I'll come out here later and water it, see how it does. All right, planted a little dogwood. Stay tuned to see if I can keep it alive. All right, back to the ferns. I can't continue to put it off any longer. I'm sure I'll find something else to distract myself, but for now, back to the ferns. I'm wondering if it's not, I've been trying to start at the front. Maybe I start at the back. I need a machete. I couldn't find a machete, but I did get Brian's a rack knife. Oh, come on. This is insanity. There we go. Oh, lousy. How'd we do on that? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, buddy. All right, that's the first one. It's a good size. Oh, come on. Let's come out of there. Got one more down. Tackle this big sucker next. So I was really having a lot of trouble with this one, and I realized it's got a metal bracket growing up through it. I assume for the porch there are no other metal brackets anywhere on this concrete wall, but there's one here. So now I'm gonna have to cut around that. All right, well, had lunch. And Hubs brought me a present. This should make things much easier. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. I don't even think I can get down in there deep enough. Let's see. Oh. Look at this. This is where I cut it out from. I mean, it's, see how solid it is? It's like it's wood in there. It's just 100 years of fern roots. It's crazy. Oh yeah. Well, that's probably not, that one's probably not gonna make it. It was just too close to the surface. All right. Made my way around to the front. See, I got all that done. So I'm kind of in the middle in the front. There's a tree in here. Somebody's hacked off at some point. These ones here are going pretty quickly now that I've got the reciprocating saw. You can see my pile going over there. I'm so close. This is all I have left. And this must be the original fern. It's harder to get through than anything has been so far. But I am just burning through batteries. The second one lasted me 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I think it's because the saw is so hot. I don't know how these things work. It just seems to make sense to me. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of at a standstill for a minute. If the saw can't get through it, I'm certainly not gonna try the Iraq knife and my guns. Nope. He gave up on the Jimmy. Now I'm getting help. Isn't this more fun though?
I mean, honestly, yes.
Yeah, you're much better at that than me. Check out Paul Bunyan here. Went inside to change the battery in the camera and to talk about Turkish get-ups with Aaron for a minute. And I come back out and then this is all done. Showing me up there, Muscles. Well, it's Wednesday. I didn't get much done yesterday. It started to rain in the afternoon, so you can see my pile is still pretty much there. Brian's at work today. I've already sloshed coffee on myself. So, you know, it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna see what we can get done. I almost forgot to tell you guys, we have the most exciting news. We're official. We've got our permit for the deck. We went and picked it up yesterday. They approved us in less than a week. Everyone at the PMCA office in Somerset has been very nice, very understanding. We talked to the inspector on the phone yesterday and explained our situation about how we'd already started when we found out. You're supposed to have an inspection when the footer holes are empty. Obviously, we're beyond that point, but we do have video to show him how we did it so we can prove that it was done correctly. He said everything should be fine. We don't anticipate any problems. So he's coming out tomorrow to give his inspector approval, and then we can get going on the decking and actually have some patio time, have some deck time. It's like cutting out a tree stump. Should mention too, I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to this stuff somehow. Monday I was wearing shorts, and this morning I woke up and the inside of my knee is on fire, itchy red bumps like poison ivy, which I'm very allergic to. And this is the only thing I've been in, so pants it is, I guess. Can you be allergic to ferns? Like, I don't know. This is the most frustrating hunk of whatever. I don't know that I like ferns as much as I thought I did. I'm gonna start carving this thing like a Christmas ham. I'm just gonna slice it, like with one of those electric bread slicers. That doesn't work for my ham analogy, but you get the point. Man, I really thought this was gonna be the answer. Ow! That was so hard, it hurt my hand. It's just tea. Damn, best tea I've ever had in my life. Oh, you know what? I think this is enough. Let's go get the wheelbarrow. There's the first load. Okay, it's 2. Last one. The humps are gone. You can still see the ferns down there. Tomorrow I'll get those ferns planted, and I'm sure Brian will have something more exciting to do, so you don't have to watch a whole video of me digging up ferns. Right, Jack? Well, Brian and the inspector are right out that window, laughing, joking. I haven't heard any talk about a deck yet. A few swear words, but all in good fun. So, sounds like it's going well.
All right, so Charlotte told you yesterday, I guess, that the inspector came. Got a chance to talk to him. Super nice guy, very accommodating, very complimentary too. He asked me if I was planning on parking on this thing. I built it so, or overbuilt it so much, which is good to know. He also gave us the go-ahead to put a roof on it because of the way we built it. So, thankfully it's Friday, which sucks that we're gonna have to do this much work on a Friday, but we're gonna be able to put in the post for the roof and deck this thing, hopefully all today. And then all we gotta do next weekend is put a roof on it. Yes.
We're together again. We can accomplish all the things.
That's true.
I've missed you so.
Yeah.
Drop it. Oh, shit.
I don't think Charlotte knows that we're recording. Should make for funny footage.
To my eyes.
Gee, what happened?
Shut your mouth.
It's our only bit, so.
I'll find it.
I am marking these at 4 feet. I don't even know if I'm on the camera, but.
No, I don't think it's on.
Yeah, it is. I started recording a while ago.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great. Super great. Things are getting serious.
That's right.
Busted out the level.
Hey, that's pretty good, though. How level this is, you just sat it on there.
Yeah, I just had it on there.
All things considered. Okay. That sucks to do by myself. So I'm at a stopping point as far as screwing these on because we ran out of screws. Charlotte just went to go pick a bunch up. But I can already cut this box brace piece. I can cut the one I'll need. Well, I won't need one there. I already have one. I won't need one there, so I can cut those 2 box brace. Box, beam, whatever. Words, it's Friday. Sue me. I can cut all this crap. And then when she gets back with the screws, we can crank this out and then we can start putting the freaking decking down, which is the part I'm excited about. Problem is, this is level. That's not a problem. But to be level, there's a gap down here.
Yeah.
And there's no gap. It rests pretty flush against the house up here.
Okay.
which isn't the end of the world. But these deck boards are 5 1/4 inches long or wide or whatever. So you see how it's going to be on both sides of this post?
Yeah.
So for this one, if we just notched it, then out here on the end there's going to be a gap. Does that make sense?
How far past that beam are we going?
I mean, probably that far, so it'd be pretty noticeable.
Okay.
So really the right move is to cut a square out of the board and drop it down over this. And
Okay.
that'll look really nicely finished.
Yeah.
But because there's no gap, we'll have to like do this post last.
Oh, put that deck board on and then put the post in.
Exactly. It's not terrible, it's just unnecessarily difficult. But it'll make it look much nicer.
Well, I mean, everything always goes really smoothly for us, so this is a highly unusual problem to have.
Yes.
I couldn't even say it without laughing.
I'm gonna start drinking soon.
That'll make the deck look good.
I'm gonna put 2 in, so just don't let go until I get the second one in.
I'll never let go, Jack.
Oh, let's do it over here. Probably should have checked level the other way too. Oh,
Is it level?
yeah. Thank God.
When I clap, sawdust comes off my hands.
As it should.
Uh-oh. May have to mallet it over a little.
Right. No, let it up just a hair. Yep, hold it right there.
Cool, it's an easy place to hold it.
Let's do this. All right, push it that way just a hair. Whoa. Back that way just a little more now. Yeah, right there.
So if I let go, did it move?
It shouldn't, but it does. Gotta get it done. No, that's the inspector.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So you guys just saw that the inspector just stopped by because he was in the area, stopped to say hi. He's the nicest guy. So he was fine with what we were doing, made some suggestions. One of the things that Brian and I talked about a lot last night was about how to do the roof. We really want to be able to put a ceiling fan in there. But when we read online, you have to have the pitch of the roof at 3-inch drop per foot.
Yeah, it's 3 inches per 12, or 3 inches per foot.
Right. So the tallest we could, let's see if I get this right. He can step in if I don't. If we start the roof at 11 foot, that's almost, well, you can't see it, but that's about the tallest as we can go up there, which makes it 8 foot out here because it's a 12-foot deck. So these are 8-foot 4x4s, and that meant that really it wasn't going to be tall enough to put a ceiling fan and not chop his head off.
It wouldn't actually hit me, but it's that height where every time I walked under it,
Good.
I'd feel like I was having to duck.
Yeah.
But he just stopped and said, nah, he said, that's just shingle crap. He said, when it comes to metal roofs,
Yeah.
he's like, you can have whatever pitch really for the most part you want.
Yeah, he said we could even do 1 inch per foot if we wanted.
So if we go at 11, we get 10 footers and we chop them at 9. Then in the middle where the fan would go will be about 10 feet high.
Yep.
So we'll be at about 9 feet high. That's plenty high enough that it's not going to feel close to my head.
Yep. He even told us like what kind of fan we can get.
Yep.
You know, how to.
Made a good recommendation about wiring it without the dangly crap.
Let's
And
let
just
this tractor go by.
since there's only going to be one outlet run out here, we'll just tap it into that. So it's not like we're going to be plugging stuff in and it'll dim the lights. So yeah, so that just improved this even that much more. Now I can get my proper pitch. I can put a fan in the middle of it. This will be nice and tall. When you're standing here looking out,
Be able to see.
when the summer house is gone, we'll be able to see everything. This will be perfect.
Yeah. So we're gonna take these 4x4s out, take them back to Lowe's, get some 10 footers, and keep trucking along.
Yep, we got the hard part done already, so It's just pulling 4x4s out, sliding new ones in, and running screws back in. That's easy stuff.
Look at what we got here.
We get to do this all over again with 10-foot posts.
10-foot posts. Went to Lowe's, got a sheet sandwich, we may or may not have got a Twisted Tea.
Definitely not.
Friday afternoon.
Oh, did you?
Got our minds right. What?
Miss Swallow a Bumblebee, did you put something over top of your Twisted Tea over there?
No. No, I did not. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of bumblebees flying around here.
Well, I think that one was like an actual honeybee.
Your call.
Do bumblebees sting?
I think so.
I don't even know if we have bumblebees like this in Texas.
How about if I just walk over here and put something on the drink?
I could do it.
While you sit and ponder the...
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
So we talked about making it drop to 9 foot, but we went ahead and put the 10-foot ones up there. I mean, that's an inch drop per foot. The rain will run off. Good Lord, those are tall.
If we can do it to a 11.6, which we'll check, I think we can fit 11.6 up there. That'll be a little over an inch drop per foot, about an inch and a half. Makes minimal slope. Makes that fan, because he was even talking about we'll need a drop bar on the fan depending on the pitch.
Yeah.
We won't need much of a drop bar. 4 inches should be plenty.
Yeah.
And how big was that fan you said you were looking at? 70?
70 inches.
So let's say the middle of this deck is about here, and mine would be 74 inches, my wingspan.
Oh, it looks tiny.
I mean, that's pretty big, but it would fit.
Yeah, I mean, that's comparatively speaking, I mean, yeah.
4 inches less than that.
Okay, so what's next?
We put in these 2 posts, and then we start decking.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right.
I was asking Charlotte how much overhang she wants. It's pretty much decorative. On that side with the stairs, it's only going to be 1 inch or 2 because it's to code for the staircase. But on this side, she mentioned having a bit of overhang so that she could put potted plants on this side, which will work because I haven't had a chance to finish it yet, but that sink is going to get plumbed in over here for her gardening tools. And
we can only do it on this side, can't we?
Yes.
I was thinking around the front too, but there's not really a way to do that. That's okay. That's okay. Because one of the things he asked me was, well, is there going to be enough sun? Which there's sun out here all the time, but once we have the roof on, so it's about 2:30 right now, and the sun's like here. So it should be good, but for whatever reason, I was thinking we'd have it in the front too, and I could put the full sun stuff there. But I think it'll still be.
We could have done that before I cut those boards off yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah. Well, you think it's going to be silly to do it just on one side?
That's why I said I think it's going to look really stupid when there's not plants on it. When there's plants on it, it's going to be like, oh, that's cool. You made a little shelf to keep your plants right by your sink. Yeah. When there's not plants, it's going to be like, why did you leave a...
I just envisioned it with like around the whole thing. So it'd be I don't know, I'm trying to decide. I don't know. Maybe not if it's just one side.
Here's another option we could do. We could make it like a normal deck.
Yeah.
Overhang it that much. And then when you want to do that, I can get some L brackets and build a shelf off of this that is specifically for the plants, and I could do it the whole way around.
Okay, well, then should we just go ahead and do it here so you only have to do the L brackets on one side?
To me, I would rather just do L brackets the whole way because then it's uniform.
Okay.
Because they're going to be a little lower than this too. Like the L bracket will come here, shelf will come out. And then if you want to put a shelf that sticks out this far, that's fine. It's not going to matter.
Yeah. I mean, because maybe we're talking about putting bricks down. You guys know we have a ton of the bricks and stone laying around. So we're talking about putting bricks out all around this thing anyway, so we don't have to try and push mow around here. So I could maybe even make, well, not in here, but maybe like in front of the deck and stuff, I could make actual beds. Plant stuff in the beds.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then we wouldn't need, you know what I mean, out and around and over by the stairs on the other side. So okay, so let's just do it short for now, and then we'll figure out at some point in the future when we actually have time to beautify the rest of this, how we're going to do it, whether we do brackets or beds or both.
Okay, so we'll just do, say, whatever that is, like
was that like an inch?
Call it. You think 2 inches looks dumb?
No, I think 2 inches looks good.
That's good. Good for me.
Okay. Good God. Oh my gosh. This is my husband who hates cats.
What?
Oh.
You know, I also am allergic to you. Why don't you start eating these bumblebees? Just like that other damn cat always did, up on my freaking shoulder. What? What? You just want the pets, don't you? All right.
Did you waller it out enough?
I wallered it out. I don't say waller. Said that shit for almost 40 years and he doesn't even know he says it.
Only 40?
Well, I know
he was like a young adult when he started saying it?
I've been around that long and he's been saying it that long, so I can't say before.
So show me how you move it in and out. There you go. Nicely done with the wallering.
Just gonna take this little corner piece out and then we'll be good to give it a try. Come your way. Can you put it up on that handrail? Okay. There. Okay.
Now we could just draw it over here. Okay.
That's my
You want
hoping.
to toss me the pencil? Pull it out completely?
Yeah. Damn, we might
It's
be.
not up against the house over here though.
How far off is it? Well,
I mean like an inch.
Okay, well I'm pushing, so you push real hard and there.
Yeah, it's like a 3/4 of an inch.
Is there enough room to get the board where it's supposed to go? The post?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, switch me sides. Oh, I see what you're saying. For the hole to match. I
Yeah.
see. I'm just trying to decide. Because like siding and everything, I would think would cover that gap, but...
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that.
All right, flip it.
And reverse it?
Yes. Okay, your way. All right.
Missy Elliott, 2 weeks in a row.
We'll put quarter round on the back side of this and that'll be... I'd rather do that than have a gap the whole length. Okay. I need these.
These?
These. Oh.
Doesn't seem to go up and down.
Okay, don't move it anymore for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, my face is under there. It's freaking
Oh, sorry.
sawdust down on my face.
Whoa.
Deck board.
Woo-woo! All right, so we have in our first deck board.
Deck board is there. We haven't screwed it in, but all of the handrail posts are in place. Box bracing done. This sucker is sturdy as hell. We can start cranking out these deck boards, and then everything else is future Brian's problem. We have 3 boards down, about to put the 4th one. 1/4 inch gap. You can get away with an 1/8 inch gap, but this wood has not sat out and dried, so we're going with a 1/4 inch so we don't run into problems. Allows everything to fall through. Got my cute little helper here. We're gonna keep pushing these down. She is helping me because this is Lowe's wood, so by the time you get to a 12-foot span, it's not 100% straight, shockingly.
Yeah.
But we're getting it done before this weather comes in. All right, so it's been raining. It is starting to ease up, so I might get back to work, but I wanted to take a quick 5 seconds to just explain something real quick. I was unbelievably frustrated with the requirement of pulling a permit for this nonsense, and honestly, I'm still frustrated with the township supervisors and all that. But I will say, everybody after them has been unbelievably accommodating. The woman in the permit office was very sweet. She got us a permit in under a week. The inspector is not only an awesome guy, he stops here and tries to make me spend more money, gives me these grandiose ideas of things that I could do that I shouldn't do, but you know, that's what a good guy does. He's knowledgeable, he's friendly, he's given me options. It has, I was so burned out on it from living in the city, and I forgot what it was like to be in a place where people care about you. They want you to succeed. They're not trying to ruin everything. In the city, that's all it was. It was months of permitting and months of arguments, and this isn't right, and do this and change that. And here, the people want you. The inspector even told me, he said, I'm just excited that you're fixing this old place up. And that just turned this whole project around, made me feel so much better about it. Makes me feel better about the decision to move here. It just makes me feel better about everything. I forgot. I've been away from this small town as long as I lived here, longer than I lived here. And I forgot the reason that I love being here. And I'm floored and I'm pumped. And it has rejuvenated my desire to get this place fixed up. So it's good. It's good. All right, so started off strong. The week was like 80 degrees. It is now like 40 and raining. But I got the whole deck boards, all of it down, even after coming out this morning and realizing that the half we did yesterday was crooked and I had to take it all up, put it all back down again. But at this point, we've got a nice functioning deck you can walk around on, sucker's sturdy. I think next week we'll do handrails and stairs, and then it's roof, and then I won't stand out here and be miserable in this freaking rain. So this has definitely been a job. But I am pumped that we are making progress. This is great.